Hey everybody, it's me, Stella Wilde. I'm here with a pick-a-card reading for you guys. So if you're not familiar with a pick-a-card reading, what it is, well, in this instance, I have 3 piles of cards, each with a crystal on them. You think of your kind of situation, your question, and pick whichever pile that you're drawn to. I have not looked at the cards. I do not know what they are. I was focusing on the general idea or question today of a message from your spirit guides. So kind of a spiritual check-in of some information you may need to know right now when you're watching this video. Okay, so if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, I'm so glad that you're back. Please do hit the bell icon so that when you subscribe, you are notified when I upload new content. I do my best to upload 2 to 3 videos a week on various topics: astrology, weekly tarot, pick-a-card readings, timeless readings, etc. So I do hope that you will subscribe and join the channel if you haven't already done so. And if you need a personal reading, since this is a general reading, if you would like me to look deep into your personal situation, please do book a reading with me. I will leave the information in the description. I have an option where you can work one-on-one with me, either via phone if you're in the US, or via Zoom if you're elsewhere. Or you can get a recorded reading, and you do not have to be live for that. I send you the link to your video reading, and you have that forever. Okay, so I'm gonna move the camera so that you can see the piles. Take a deep breath. Okay, so here are your 3 choices. We have the beautiful clear quartz crystal, we have the pink agate, and we have the purple triangle. So take a moment to concentrate on which one you would like, and then we'll see what they have to reveal. This is, again, a message from your spirit guides, what they want you to know right now. Okay, sorry for a little bit of that technical difficulty. Okay, so we are back. We're going to start with the very powerful clear quartz crystal, and let's see what the cards are. Message from your spirit guides. Choose your battles. 7 of Wands. Manifest, Magician. 7 of Swords. Seek the truth. This is very interesting. Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to teach the world about love, success, and Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So that's very interesting. Some very powerful corroborating information about these 2 in particular. So being a light worker, having the ancestors behind you in your light-filled mission on the planet right now. Look at how beautiful the imagery is in this card. I mean, it's just fantastic. Very similar type imagery, just beautiful. So if you've been kind of doubting your purpose, for the group that chose this one, as a healer, as a light worker, as someone who is really stepping into their power and stepping into their gifts, please don't doubt it. Like, your ancestors are behind you. This is the reason that you have incarnated this time around. And there will be great success in pursuing that path. So please, really take that message to heart. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. I saved this for last because that first message was very on point. I mean, this message is on point too, but I just was really called to look at the oracle cards first. So interesting, because we have 2 7s, and the number 7 can mean a pause in the action. It can mean a time of solitude, to contemplate, to research. So seek the truth, and look at the 2 faces on this card. And then we have choose your battles, and look, we have again 2 faces, and then perhaps you confronting even your own self here on this card. So, and in the middle of all of this is the Magician, is the manifesting card. So there's some message here for you about centering, because this card's in the middle. To me, this is about centering yourself on what you truly, truly do want, which ties into the path that you're pursuing right now, I feel. Okay? That there's more information coming for you on how you can up level to the next incarnation of what you're doing in this world as a light worker. That's part of it. There's also some opposition to what you're trying to do. There could be opposition from family members, friends, a spouse, a partner. They just aren't understanding this call, this pull that you have to be on this light worker path. So what these cards are suggesting to me with this magician energy in the middle, look at the magician working his magic or her magic, working the light. So what this is saying to me, what your spirit guides want you to know, is that you need to stand firm in your truth. Peel back the layers of other people's garbage. It's other people. Peel back the layers. You see how this woman is just slicing through the BS that's around her. So peel back the layers. And sometimes that takes, like the number 7 I said, like some time in solitude and contemplation to do so. Peel back the layers of this resistance, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself where necessary to assert your own authority over yourself and your own path. Now, this doesn't mean you have to do it in a, violent way. No, we're not saying that. We're just saying to clearly assert and state, this is my path, this is my truth, this is what I am doing, this is what I am manifesting for myself. What I am manifesting for myself has nothing to do with you. You're on your own journey. This is my journey of what I'm trying to do for myself. Because it seems, like I said, there's opposition, and you may be feeling a little, I don't want to say small and worried, but I'm getting the sense of almost feeling like, and again, not scared either, because I feel like you're going to do it anyway, but you could be feeling like all these other forces around you have so much more power, because you see how they look so much bigger in relation to you in this card. So I think that is something your spirit guides are trying to tell you, that that's just an illusion. It's not the facts. You, look at all the power emanating from you here. You are the one that has the power, because you are aligned with your true path, and you are starting to really come into manifesting some beautiful things for yourself. They're right, if they haven't quite come yet, they're right around the corner. This is very powerful energy. So the other thing too, if you are feeling you need backup, you need some spiritual backup, call upon your ancestors. They are here for you. They see the journey that you're on in coming into your own personal power as this being of light and of bringing light and joy and your gifts into the world, and they want to help and support you. And there will be a manifestation of success. You are here to teach about love. Teach about love. So again, there's no need to be overly assertive or overly violent with declaring that, this is my path. Who are you to try to say anything to me about it, about being on it? No, we're not saying that. We can just say, be the loving, living example of somebody who is living their truth, walking their talk, and bringing their light and gifts into the world. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. And that you are successfully doing that, and a success is coming to you in doing that. I feel like some of you from these cards are just on the cusp. You're just on the cusp of a breakthrough. And sometimes when that happens, there's a lot of blowback from the universe. There's a lot of resistance. Not from you, although, there might be a little from you. There's a little bit of a lack of belief, I think, still in yourself. But like forces around you, because they don't want you to change. Especially if you've been a certain way for a while, people got used to it. Oh, that's how he or she is, and you start changing and stepping into your power. And other people can sometimes be a little rattled by that and give you resistance. It's really a way to kind of not really test your commitment, but in a way test your commitment, okay, to yourself and to your path that you're on. Sometimes we don't know how badly we want something until there is a little bit of resistance in our way of getting it. And then we're like, yeah, we dig in our heels really. I don't care. I want this so badly. And that's what I feel from these cards as well. You're peeling back the layers, your truth that you've come to understand about yourself, of being this light worker, of being this healer, of being this gifted person who is sharing creativity and love and joy and all the good things. Healing. There's a real healing energy from these cards. You know, you're gonna see that going, what's the word I want? Overcoming that little bit of resistance is actually going to provide, I think, some miraculous effects in your life. So, very interesting reading. Okay, let's look at the next set of cards. What do your spirit guides want to know if you chose the pink agate? The pink agate. I love this color. Oof. Okay, let's see. We have the moon card. Wow, we have the Fool card. We have the Four of Wands. No, excuse me, the Four of Pentacles. Opening up. We have Power Animal. We have Remain Positive. And Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Wow. Okay. So, ooh, I'm getting like chills looking at these cards. So you have two major arcana cards here. So whoever chose this pink agate, wow, very powerful. So there, your spirit guides want you to know that it is okay right now to feel emotional. Because this is the moon card. It's okay to feel a little confused. It's okay to feel a little like you're leaving a piece of yourself behind, because you are. And why? Because a whole new beginning is at hand. The whole new beginning is coming. I feel like whenever you watch this reading, I feel like in about 3 weeks, you're going to be in an entirely new emotional situation. You're in your next level of development, your next situation that's coming in, your next situation where you're really opening up to the bounty, the abundance in all ways of the universe. There has been a sense here from this card that you've been a little closed off, okay? That you have been in this, closed off. You're in this entryway. And this is like, the way I interpret this image is you're standing here looking at this old piece of yourself that you are leaving in the past. And it's part of a past that was possibly a bit confusing, possibly a bit where you were kind of wandering around in the dark, because you see this person is out here. They're in the light. This person that's being left behind, they're in the nighttime. They're in the shadow. They're in the dark. So that's why I'm saying I feel like you're coming out of a period of darkness, of confusion, of wandering around lost, of deep emotion that you didn't quite know how to navigate. You are coming out of that, though. You have confronted, possibly like a dark night of the soul, as the saying goes. You have been confronting some deeply held beliefs that were not guiding you in a very helpful way. You have been confronting things that you've needed to let go of in your life, literal things, belief systems, as I was saying before, people, places, things, and you are leaving them behind and emerging into the light. And because of this number here, that's why I say in about 18 to 21 days, you are going to be in entirely new emotional territory. You're going to have a sense of trust and faith in the universe again as it starts to bring in some very exciting new opportunities for you. It's about opening up and not feeling so, it's not miserly. That's not, you were closed off. That's what I'm feeling from this card. You were closed off emotionally and also kind of literally. You could have been living kind of in a limbo. You could have been living in like kind of an enforced isolation, like a hermit. You could have been living without a lot of social activity contact. Possibly you could have been feeling like you were living in exile almost. And but that is all changing. That is all changing. And it could be even 3 months. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic and say 3 weeks. It could even be 3 months from when you watch this reading that you'll see as you start to move farther and farther away from this state of existence that you had before. As you start coming more into the light and processing through emotions and leaving behind situations that were no good for you, you're going to see and trust in yourself, in your heart, in what you really want, and in the opportunities that the universe is opening up to you. Your heart has been closed off. You have been literally closed off, I think, a lot of you. But now, as your physical self, as you start moving out more into the world, connecting with yourself more, you're going to see that opportunities start to open up for you because your heart is opening up again. I feel like some of you probably had a timeout because of a bad breakup. And that is healing and going away. And you're moving into this sense of possibility again. I mean, look at this image. This is somebody just soaring in the light compared to this person who's stuck in a shadow in the darkness over here. So soaring into the light and taking the light of inspiration and moving it into the crown chakra. You're going to be filled also with new ideas and new possibilities for yourself, that you're going to really feel that the road is opening up for you again in front of you. And as this situation starts to work itself out, where you're leaving this old part of you behind, where you were kind of living in limbo and living in the dark, you need to remain positive because the shift is happening. You have this beautiful Fool card here. You have this Trust card. There is a new beginning at hand for you. And sometimes, new beginnings do not happen overnight. They take sometimes a little while to unfold. So as your new beginning starts to unfold, remain positive. Your spirit guides want you to know that. Remain positive. The other thing is that your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. So this could be a time to adopt a new animal, bring a new animal. Of course, this can be just your power animal, your spirit guide animal. There could be a new spirit guide animal coming in. Some people believe that we have certain ones that travel with us our whole life. Some people believe that power animals or spirit animals come in as needed as we're on different parts of our journey through this life. So see if you tune in with yourself. See if you have any dreams of certain animals coming to you in dreams, or if certain animals you're being drawn to them in some way. Because it can shift over time. There may be certain ones that have remained steady with you that you just adore, but and it doesn't have to be. Sometimes we want all the glamorous creatures, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be a horse or a unicorn. Unicorns are real. Or, I think crows are pretty amazing. It can be a frog. I've had a lot, reading's not about myself, but I mean, there have been a lot of frogs lately in my life. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Because I know what they mean, and they're actually, frogs as a spirit animal right now is great for me. So, my point is, it doesn't have to be glamorous. Frogs are not that glamorous, okay? But that's okay. So, what power animal are you tuning in with right now? Your spirit guides are saying to pay attention to see what animals that you're drawn to, and to also see who's coming up in dreams for you. This can even be a pet that may have passed on who's coming back in dreams to protect you. I have had several dogs in my life, and one in particular, well, two in particular, come to me in dreams when they feel I need protection from something. So, tune into that. That could be a possibility that your spirit guides want you to be aware of as well. And see if you can still feel them around you also. Sometimes I still hear my dog, my most recent dog I had that passed 2 years ago. I still hear her. I know she's still around. So tune into that and see also, like I said, if there's a new animal you're drawn to, because that will give you an insight into your next level of your spiritual journey as well, as to what that animal represents for you. And then finally, your guidance is divinely guided. So your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. Why am I keep saying this? It's your guidance. So this to me means pay attention to your intuition, to your hunches, to your dreams, to the downloads you're getting, to the feelings you're getting, like, oh, I must go a certain place, do a certain thing. Because the guidance that you're getting, is divinely guided from your spirit guides. Okay. I mean, I'm hoping that this reading is also part of that divine guidance, but I am not going to be so presumptive. All right. I am going to trust that it's your guidance, because that's what the card says. Your guidance is divinely guided. So the guidance that you feel inside you, your intuition is divinely guided. Please know that. Your spirit guides want you to know that, because it seems that sometimes you doubt your intuition. Okay, I hope that was helpful. All right, now, my triangle people, this is so pretty. Look at this crystal. All right. Let's see what we have. Actually, I'm going to pause the video so we don't have any mess ups with the video. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have 8 of Pentacles, dedicated effort. We have the Tower, rebuild. We have 9 of, these are wands. Rest and reconsider. Every deck is so different, then you have to like memorize them. Rest and reconsider, 9 of Wands. And we have visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Big, happy changes. And Pleiades, I hope I can say that right. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay, so what these cards speak to me about is that there is some new purpose. Your spirit guides want you to know that there is a new purpose that's coming to you. There is a new, well, it may not be new, but it could be renewed. It could be coming much more up in your face, so to speak. It's really been kind of tapping on your shoulder. It's been tugging at you. And this involves writing, speaking, channeling. You could be making videos, communication. I mean, that's what it really is about. So what your spirit guides want you to know is that there has been a situation where you've been doubting if that is really the right path for you, the writing, speaking, communicating. You really want it to be. You're wondering, though, about the success of it. Because let's face it, you have to eat. You have to survive. We all need money, okay? And I think that what your spirit guides are kind of saying is that you need to rebuild your life on a foundation of what creatively makes you happy. That success will come. We have big happy changes, and we have visualized success. So if you can put your mind and heart in alignment and do the visualization work, do the manifestation journaling work, you can totally open up to becoming this channel for humanity through your writing, speaking, filming, YouTubing, etc. It will require dedicated effort, but you're willing to do the work. This is showing up because you are absolutely willing to do the work. You have just been in a phase of rebuilding your confidence in this particular venture, in this particular situation of communication. Because there has been some sort of calamity in your life that you had to address first. I mean, it was practical. You had to address it. There was something that occurred where your life kind of, I'm hearing crashed and burned for some of you. It just crashed and burned. And you had to take time out to just go within and be alone on a mountain, so to speak. I mean, could be literally some of you were alone on a mountain. You just could not deal. And when we're in that kind of emotionally fragile state, because I think that you were, and also your energy was very depleted, you can't create. I mean, it's very, you can try, but it's usually challenging. It's usually challenging. So your full energy was not there to do this channeling, communicating, creating, YouTubing. You didn't have it in you. So you're really rebuilding your energetic forces. You may still be doing that right now as you watch this video. But you're, as I said before, you're being called, you're being tapped on the shoulder, you're being pulled. Your spirit has been like saying, hello, hello, like, please, we want you to write. We want you to communicate. We want you to speak, channel. Like, you are our divine vessel for very important communications to everyone else in your world that you're involved in, whatever your background is. It doesn't have to be the arts. I mean, it could be whatever you're into. So in about 9 weeks from when you watch this video, I really feel 9 weeks, not 9 months. I'm feeling 9 weeks. You're going to be in that firm process of coming out of the rebuilding. You've been rebuilding your energy. You've been rebuilding your faith. You've been rebuilding your life. In about 9 weeks after you watch this video, I feel that many of you will start stepping into doing the work again, because your energy level will be there. And your spirit guides want you to know it was okay that you took the time out to do this. Like, you had to do it. But your power, you see this, what she's holding here? Your power is coming back. Your power is coming back, and you're not going to be alone on the mountain anymore, just kind of sitting there. You're going to be on the scaffolding. It's interesting that this is on a scaffolding and this is on a mountain. So they're both like elevated. And the reason both of them are elevated is that you needed a higher perspective. You needed this higher perspective of kind of looking down on your life and saying, what has been going on? What have I been doing? How have I been spending my energy? What the hell has been going on? Really, honestly. You had to have that higher bird's eye, from the mountaintop perspective of, what the heck am I doing with my life in this crash and burn rebuilding phase that you've been going through? And to have that time out, being on that vantage point and seeing the bigger picture is going to allow you to step up and into the bigger picture of your purpose, which is to create your art. And your art is your writing, speaking, channeling, YouTubing. For some of you, I'm really feeling strongly about video, YouTubing. So it's going to take some dedicated effort, and you know that. But this will also bring material rewards. And they'll start coming in about 8 months after you start. Because remember, it takes time for our visions to manifest. The vision will manifest at the appointed hour. Just keep doing the work, doing what you're supposed to do with your dedicated effort, and keep visualizing your success as you're working, as you're writing every day, as you're learning how to do videos, as you're working on your channeling, if you do automatic writing or, channeling work, whatever it is, meditating to get your information then to share with everybody else. Set some time out every day to visualize your success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome, because big, happy changes will be on their way. As I said, I feel in about 8 months. You're going to have, in about 9 weeks, you're going to be fully into your dedicated effort again. So in about 2 months from when you watch this video, for some of you, you still need a little bit more healing time and rebuilding time and resting and reconsidering the whole landscape of your life. And that's okay. Spirit guides want you to know it's okay. But then you're going to be stepping up, literally onto the scaffold, stepping up and starting to create again. And as you do, visualize success, and big happy changes will be on their way. People will be coming in to help you. There will be serendipitous occurrences that come in to help you spread your word and get it out there. And there's going to be big happy changes as a result of you rebuilding your life and stepping into your soul purpose, because this really is your soul purpose. I mean, look at this card. I'll read it again. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. There is something about the situation that you went through, okay, that you're going to be able to use and share with other people that will uplift them. That you had to go through that experience that drove you to the mountaintop where your whole life crashed and burned. There's a reason why that happened. That's what your spirit guides want you to know. There's a reason why it happened, and it's because you're going to share that story. Maybe not the whole thing, maybe just pieces of it. Doesn't matter. You're going to share that story in some form or fashion with people to uplift humanity, to teach them something, to inspire them. And again, look at this. People are lifted up because of you. So it's because you went to the mountaintop alone and kind of defeated that you are able to rise again. You are able to help lift people up. So it's beautiful. This is such an inspiring reading. Very, very cool. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you like these pick a card readings, and if you have suggestions for questions for a pick a card reading, let me know that too. All right, take care. That's it for me, Stella Wilde, signing out.